What's up guys, GB2017 here, and today I'm going to share my expectations for Nuka World, Fallout 4's last DLC. I was looking back at my videos and realized it had been quite a while since I talked about Nuka World, aside from it being the last DLC, and Vault-Tec Workshop just released a week ago, and since that was a small DLC, we're already kind of past that and looking to the future. We're already in August, and Nuka World is expected to release by the end of this month, so I thought I'd hop on the mic and share some of what I expect from the last DLC for Fallout 4. Before we start the video, just a friendly reminder, I will be live streaming my Fallout 4 survival mode playthrough today, actually right after this video is uploaded, so look for it on my channel. Should be around 15 to 20 minutes after I've uploaded this video. On to my expectations. First off, I expect to go to a new location. There's been speculation surrounding whether or not Nuka World is set inside the Commonwealth, the vanilla game space we've been playing in since launch, or in an entirely new location like Far Harbor. The description we have for Nuka World says, explore an all-new region with an open wasteland, so that really makes me think that we will be visiting a new place with a ton of new map markers. Also, some of the leaks have shown off some of the kind of map marker and areas and kind of icons we'll be looking at, so I think if we can trust those leaks, then we will be getting a new location. If we look at the DLC so far, Far Harbor is the only one to take us to a new location. Automatron stayed in this area, and so did the workshops, of course. And while I would have loved more story DLC like a lot of the community, I really hope that Bethesda sets Nuka World in a new location. I just love that vacation Fallout experience, which is a concept I brought up several times on the channel. I love going to new places with a new flavor of the Fallout experience within one of the mainline games, and Fallout 3's DLC did such a great job at that, so I'm hoping Bethesda goes in that direction. Far Harbor definitely brought that, along with a memorable experience, so I think Nuka World needs to follow in its footsteps. As far as where Nuka World could be set, I'm sure there are a ton of real-life theme parks in the New England area that Bethesda drew inspiration from. There's actually a Six Flags New England in Massachusetts, which, if you aren't familiar, that's a roller coaster theme park chain in the United States. You find them all over the place. So there are plenty of surrounding states that the DLC could potentially be set in outside of Massachusetts. Personally, I'm hoping that we go a little bit north into New Hampshire or Vermont. So we can see some mountains and snow, even some forests in the background of the Nuka World trailer from E3. So that could make sense potentially. Next up is Raider Gangs. The Steam description of Nuka World includes the extra sentence, lead lethal gangs of raiders and use them to conquer settlements, bending the Commonwealth to your will. Now, I know some people have looked into that sentence, particularly at bending the Commonwealth to your will, and thought, hey, maybe this means that the location is not new, it's going to be within the Commonwealth, or we're going to go back to the Commonwealth. I don't think we know that. That is pure speculation at this point. I certainly, once again, hope that's not true, because I want to go to the new location, but I think Bethesda can do a lot with these raider gangs, especially since we can bend them to our will. First off, we know there will be park zones within the Nuka World theme park, and these include Safari Adventure, Dry Rock Gulch, Kitty Kingdom, and the Galactic Zone. I would love to see 4 raider gangs taking over each corner of the park, and then each gang having something to do with the theme. Maybe have a tribal gang in the safari part, a desert gang in the Dry Rock Gulch, a kid-themed gang, I guess, in Kitty Kingdom. That one would be definitely weird. And then a space theme in the Galactic Zone. Honestly, though, the world of Fallout has had much stranger things happen, so I think that would make for some really interesting and super fun quests. Certainly, we're going to have to gain the respect of these gangs in order to lead them. If we're actually going to lead lethal raider gangs, we're going to have to work our way up the ladder, I'm sure, maybe take down one of the leaders, something going on there. There's a lot of potential here. And of course, there's a ton of potential for conflict between these faction groups. If Bethesda were to capture a similar sense of urgency and conflict between groups like they had in Far Harbor, then they would be doing really well with this DLC already. The conflict between the townspeople of Far Harbor, the synths at Acadia, and the Children of Adam is a great example of how Bethesda can weave an engaging storyline with a group of factions, and I just hope that they can repeat that with Nuka World. Finally, I hope that Nuka World gives us a several hour-long engaging main questline. Once again, I think they really nailed it with Far Harbor by allowing plenty of player choices and giving us a ton of variables to work with. The best example is Confessor Cromwell. This is definitely a spoiler, so if you haven't played Far Harbor, mute me for the next 20 to 30 seconds. So there were several ways that you could handle the Confessor, and your success depended on how much you interacted with the Children of Adam. If you didn't really do many side quests, the Confessor realizes that you were tricking him and brings guards to defend himself while you're trying to kill him. However, if you did interact with the children, he is completely unaware and believes in you. And that entire situation only happens if you seek peace, or whatever that means, with Dima and replace Cromwell with a synth. And so you don't even have to run into that. Those are the kind of variables that I really want in Nuka World. As far as the reason we're going to Nuka World, we really have no idea at this point. For Far Harbor, it was an investigation with the Nick Valentine Detective Agency, and so I would love personally if they had a similar kind of tie-in to the vanilla game, maybe with another companion character that needs our help with something in Nuka World. Before we wrap up the video, just wanted to touch on the length of this DLC because a lot of people kind of factor that into whether they're excited or not, or they're going to pick it up or not. And so with Far Harbor, I think I got around 20 to 25 hours out of it. I think I didn't explore absolutely everything, and if I did, I would have squeezed more time out of it. But I think a realistic expectation always is $1 for each hour that you spend playing the game and experiencing something new. So at the $20 price point, Nuka World should deliver 20 hours of experience. And if it's anything like Far Harbor, it's going to have even more that some people might not even go out and explore, like me. Some of the locations I didn't even visit in Far Harbor, and I certainly plan on going back to that at some point. I hope Nuka World is the same kind of deal. So I'd like to hear from you guys in the comment section below. What are your personal expectations for Nuka World? Does this need to be really good to put Fallout 4 back in your good favors? Or are we so far gone that Nuka World can't possibly make up for everything else that's gone wrong? Let me know what you guys are thinking, and also what would you like to see out of this DLC? Maybe some kind of expectation that I had or a different version. Let me know specifically what you're thinking in the comment section below. Alright guys, today I shared my expectations for the upcoming Nuka World DLC for Fallout 4. Next time we will cover more Fallout on my channel, so stay tuned for Fallout 4 tips and tricks videos. If you learned something new or enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe for more DLC coverage, my survival mode live stream, which again is happening 15 to 20 minutes after this video is uploaded, Bethesda.net mods, and general tips and tricks videos. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.